Hello knitters, Faye Lynn from Strands Knitting Studio in San Clemente, California, and I'm back. And today we're going to talk about sweaters. We have lots of sweaters, and I'm going to change a little bit. I told you this was a experiment, so I'm tweaking the experiment a little bit. And then we have some new yarns and some yarns we've been waiting for that we only had a couple colors of. We have all the colors now. We have bunnies coming up, and we have a March challenge coming up. So that's what's in this video. Sweaters, which is exactly what I wanted. Makes me very happy. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do seasonal. Instead of every month it's a sweater, like a different sweater, I'm going to seasonal it because it's like people just, they know what the sweaters are, they just want to start them. So we're just going to let you start them. I mean, I just want you starting them. Doesn't matter if you don't start it, if you start it before March 5th or whatever, that's okay. So so we're going to do seasonal. So we're still finishing out the wintry kind of sweaters. So we have the bottle sweater coming up. Technically coming up on the 5th, but I have a few people that have already started it. If you're working on the boyfriend cardigan that we did last month, you can come to that class. We have this, so we got our yarn in, Madeira yarn in. Now this is a wool, silk, and alpaca yarn. It's really, this is really soft. And we have it in like 9 colors now. And it's like a tweedy, it's worsted weight, so you're on pretty decent sized needles. The current Noro magazine is like you need to get this magazine. We're knitting so many things out of this one magazine, which doesn't happen all the time. So this is just a really, really good magazine. So one of the sweaters, and we have four of the sweaters here in the store too, which is also unheard of. So come in and you can touch and feel and try on and that kind of thing if you want to do some of these sweaters. But anyways, the sweater that's made out of Madeira is this one. It's a drop sleeve, rectangle body, little bit of a collar. You don't have to do this little bit of a raised collar. You don't have to do that. You can do a regular one if you want. That's easy enough to shift. And so this has been in the store. I've got a lot of people, a lot of interest in this. So this is a sweater you could start on one of the sweater classes. And of course you can always come to a workshop or a private. There's many ways to tackle these sweaters. So so we got that. So you've got the boyfriend sweater, the cardigan one, and then we got the bobble sweater. We have this sweater, and then we have this sweater. So this is a little baby sweater. Now this particular one was for one of Christine's grandkids, and when she was like 3, and she's now turning 13. So this has been around and actually worn by babies, children, and it still looks brand new. It's amazing. So this is, and it's got a hood. So this can be done this is totally neutral, gender neutral, depending on the colors. It's just a fun little sweater. It's a really nice sweater. It's not a hard sweater. It's a pretty little, this is done really well. And it's just a cute sweater. So we got yarn in for that this last week or so. So this is a new Marisol yarn that is a cotton silk blend. And it is washable. And I think we have 9 colors. So like here's 2 of the colors. We've got bold colors. We have a really bright yellow and orange and red, and I'll show you all the colors. So, and again, this is worsted weight. So again, we're not on small yarns with these sweaters. We're on the larger yarn, not bulky yarn, but at least it's not DK or sport. And as I said, we got tons of this now and lots of colors. And so I'd come in and get your colors. But so that's for the children, and then literally it's a wide range of sizes for this sweater. So there are some options for the sweater class, which is coming up on March 5th, Saturday, March 5th, and so the class will be from 2 to 4. So Saturday, March 5th, 2 to 4 to start any of these sweaters. And the next class coming up, because Easter and spring is around the corner. I know, next week is March, you guys. Next week is March. So spring is coming, Easter is coming. So there's this little rabbit, there's a rabbit pattern that is done by making a square and then making 2 ears, and the way you sew it together, you end up with a bunny. And so it's a super easy, very versatile. Here's my one bunny that I made quite a long time ago. See, so cute. And then here's some we have in the store because people made this one So this is another bunny. This is a smaller one. So you make small squares, big squares. You can do garter stitch. You can do stockinette stitch. You can also not really sew him up, but he sort of ends up like that. He's so cute. So cute. So anyways, so the classes come with your squares, and that way I can teach you how to do all the sewing up, how you make the magic here. A square look like a bunny. And so you'll leave with at least one bunny finished, if not two. Saturday, March 12th, so it'd be 2 to 4. Saturday, March 12th. So that's our bunny class. And so that's it for our classes right now. So the other thing we're going to do in March is we are going to march to the finish. So it's March to the Finish month, which means you're going to pull out all your unfinished projects, any unfinished projects, and you're going to try to complete as many of them as you can in March. And what's really funny about this is more often than not, when you pull something out, you're basically almost done with it, but something shiny and new came up and you put it down and you started this over here and then it just never got to see the light of day again. So I can tell you how many times I do this and I'm like in an hour I finished it, or 2 hours it's done or something. So march to the finish. And so what I'm going to want you to do is take pictures of the project unfinished and send that to me, and then the picture of the project finished. So you can do both. Take a picture of it before you start finishing it, and then take a picture of it finished, and then you can email me at faylinknits@gmail.com, which is in the newsletter here, and it'll be around. So you just email me the pictures, email me your name and your phone number, and then we're gonna have two prizes at the end of the month, and so you're just going to be entered into like a raffle, and we have 2 things that we'll pick out. We're going to have free lesson and a $25 gift certificate for the store. So we just thought it'd be fun, get you going on some of the things that are sitting in the back of your head, get that off your plate so that you feel free to start other projects. See, we're smart that way. So anyways, march to the finish. So that starts March 1st. Okay, ends March 30th, and then so like on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd of April, we'll use a random number picker thing on the internet and pick one of you or 2 of you to win our prizes. So I just thought it'd be fun to do that and get some stuff done, some of those projects out of your way. It always feels really good when you do that. This is another thing. Now, this isn't a finish, but when you're going through these projects, and if you have one that you've sort of started, may not be halfway done or something, and you don't think you will ever finish it, pull it out and use the yarn for something else. It's okay to pull it out. You don't have to keep it sitting there, oh, maybe someday. Pull it out, and then you can reclaim the yarn, and you can use it for something else. So that's okay. You have my permission. I know you don't need my permission, but you have my permission to do that. So that's another option, obviously, to dealing with projects that you might have laying around. And literally, there's a lot that you'll be like, if you have anything that's, you just know you're not going to finish it, or if you did finish it, you would never use it, or you don't know where it would go, pull the yarn out and reclaim your yarn. One more thing for the March to the finish. You can also, because I have a lot of beginning knitters who don't have projects laying around really, so you can also start a project this month and finish it this month and enter in for the drawing. So just take a picture, like here's your needles, your yarn, your needles, you're ready to start. Take a picture of that and then take a picture of it finished. So if you have no UFOs, unfinished objects, that's what we call them, UFOs. You have no UFOs, you can still enter just by starting something and finishing something, and it'll be good. So same thing, email me your start and finish pictures, and there we go. So everybody can be a part of this, not just the old knitters who have things laying around. New knitters can be a part of this too. All right, so I think that does it for this week, and hope to see you in the studio real soon. Bye.